Hello everyone, and on this lesson we are going to step aside from our poly modeling objects and we will go to the curves surfaces shelf, and we will talk a little bit about the curves and how to control them and what is the difference, and generally this is going to be the curves basics video. So the first tool I want to check is EP curve tool. That's quite an easy one. So if we will left click on our grid, you can see points and the curve starting to appear. And this curve is quite smooth. So we can just try to create something like that. And later we will be able to build surfaces on this curve. So if we will hit Q or enter, we will get back to object mode. And if we will click right mouse button and hold, we will be able to go to control vertex or edit points. This will allow us to correct existing form and to work with existing points. So we will be able to change the form. For example, the form itself doesn't matter too much here. And of course you can go back to the object mode and work with the curve as a whole, or you can go to the edit point. You will have slightly a different way of controlling the points because we will be right on top of curve itself. So quite easy. Let's go back to object mode. And for example, I want to build a surface on top of this curve. And for this we have a planar command. And what's important, your points should be flat. So they should lay flat on the grid. If only one point will stick out of this plane, you will not be able to build a surface. So I will go to curves, and here I will need open close curve command, and I will control shift click on this command so it will appear on my shelf. I will select my curve and click this command, and after this I will be able to create a surface on top of this curve, on top of my curve. So you can see in Outliner we got a new surface and it's really smooth, and it's really hard to build such a surface with the polygons, and that's kind of an advantage of a NURBS modeling. It allows you to create really smooth surfaces. So right now this curve and this surface are actually still connected, and we will see it in a second. If we will go to channel box of our planar, in inputs graph we will see planar tame surface. That means we have right now history still on our object. We will talk on history in 1 minute. So here we have some settings, but it doesn't matter too much right here. And here I'm trying to change between degree, linear and cubic, but it seems to be nothing happening. And if I will go to my curve control points or edit points, and for example I will change the points on my curve, you can see our surface is adapting in real time because of a history. And we can build our surfaces like that. Sometimes it's really handy. So if I will try to move my curve and a planar surface together, we will get a funny artifact. If I move them separately, nothing happened, but if I will move them together, you can see they're moving like this because our surface is connected with the curve still, so we're like moving the surface twice. We will need to delete a history, and that's Alt-Shift-D shortcut. Alt-Shift-D. So now our surfaces are separate completely, and we will be able to work with them separate. That probably doesn't make sense for you right now, but it will make sense, trust me. So we will be able to convert these surface to polygons with modify, as you just see on the screen. NURBS to polygons. And let's create a circle and dive a little bit more into its settings. Here we have a couple of important settings. For example, the sections, it will define the smoothness mostly, the radius, and also we have a sweep. And the most importantly, we have a degree right here. So if we will set it on cubic, our object will be smooth. If we will set it on linear, the object will be angular. So depending on the object you want to build, you may pick different options. You can change these options while you using the EP Curve 2. So it has same options. And while we were using EP tool, our curve is just smooth and we don't have too much control. And we have one more tool, it's Bezier curve. If I will pick one, this one, and this time I need not just to click, but I need to click, hold left mouse button and drag it a little bit further. This way we will get this kind of a lever. And with this lever we will be able to control the curvature. If I will just click with left mouse button, I will get a linear degree. If I click, hold, and pull, you can see we are getting a lever and we can adjust curvature. Easy as that, but you will need to practice a little bit before you will get it. So of course we can hit Q or enter to go to the object mode, and here we can control our vertices. So I right click, go to control vertex, and here I will be able to change the point itself, the position of the point itself, or the lever. So that's quite easy. So also what we can do is to change the point degree from linear to Bezier corner or to corner. We can do it if we will select the point and shift and hold right mouse button. We will get a pie menu like this, and here you can change different degrees. So the Bezier is when we have connected lever, the corner is when we have no lever, and the Bezier corner is when we have two separate levers. So this is giving us a lot of opportunities to build different forms. For now, I will just stick with Bezier on this one. And let's go back to the object mode. So on the next lesson, we will learn how to build objects based on these curves.